Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today you're seeing a different setup, obviously. I haven't made a video in a while and this is like my first video in months. So and yes, I'm gonna smoke, and I'm not gonna put smoking kills down there because CBFC can't do shit to my video. I'm sorry if the audio is shitty because this is the first time I'm recording in my car, and I'll be talking about quite a big issue today. It's not about Udda Punjab, obviously, but something big. So stay tuned. So a friend once said, a metropolitan is a place where everyone's in a hurry, but everyone's always late. It took me quite some time to get what he actually said, to understand what he meant. But like last week, I think, I went with my brother for his license test, and I saw what the license test comprised of. It was nothing except for the fact that they had to, go in a circle indicating they were taking a left or a right and they were stopping. And this was like what, 10 seconds at most, or 15 seconds, and this is what decided if one should have a license or not, which is not at all a proper test. And I saw the same for a car, where a person had to go straight for I think 20 meters and then come back in reverse for 20 meters, and then they would get a test, or a license for their car. So what I want to talk about is the ignorance and how the process of choosing and passing a driving test is so easy in India, but there's a lot more to driving a car. And I'm talking about cars and not bikes right now, because honestly, cars can cause more damage. A motorcycle generally would only cause damage to the rider, and if there is a pillion, and probably one person if that person gets in front or whatever. But a car can cause a lot of collateral damage. If it goes out of hand, if it gets in an accident, it can cause a lot of damage, even deaths, to be honest. It can one can kill pedestrians if they don't know what they're doing. And I've seen that people here don't honestly know how to practically drive a car and practically go around in their cars, because everyone seems to be in a rush and they seem to be doing stuff that seems to affect others. So I'm going to show you and tell you, that is, how to drive a car practically in a metropolitan without putting others' lives in danger. So let's begin. Okay, rule number 1 is a driver's best friend are the indicators or the signals. With signals, you can basically convey a lot of messages. Let's say if you want to turn left, turn your damn indicators on, showing that you want to turn left. If the person behind you isn't expecting, obviously, like that you're going to be turning left. So if you turn left all of a sudden and they're coming, they're beside you or they're behind you on the leftmost lane, then if you suddenly decide to turn left, they might get into trouble or they might bump into you because they aren't ready for you to turn left. Okay, next thing, know how to use your hazard light. So your hazard light is that big button with a triangle on it in your car, which if you press simultaneously, it fires up all the indicators in your car. So know how to use it. If you are stopping somewhere where you shouldn't be stopping, let's say on the side of a road, maybe you have something to do, maybe there's something, maybe you have an important call, maybe someone's in an emergency, maybe you dropped something and you have to stop the car and there's no other way than stopping the car, then put on your hazard lights. If you're stopping, before you stop, even put on your hazard lights and then pull over. Like, don't just pull over randomly, because that way a person who's coming from the distance won't be able to understand why you have stopped, and or if you have stopped at all, and he might come and hit you. So that is something you always need to take care of. Know how to use your hazard lights. If you're stopping somewhere where you shouldn't be stopping, then please use your hazard lights to let others know that there is some kind of a problem that you are facing with your car, or there is some kind of problem you are facing, and that is why you need to stop the car. Okay, now you need to understand the concept of lanes. So what is a lane? So what is a lane? So this road that I'm driving on would probably be a 3-lane road. Now in general, roads should be marked, like lanes should be marked on a road but sometimes it isn't. But you still need to understand the concept of a lane, because this should help you a lot. So 3 buses can go side by side on this road. So that means it's probably a 3-lane road. It's not marked, but it's a 3-lane road. Every car should have a sufficient amount of space between them, so that in case of some problem, if you get a flat tire or whatever, if you lose control, you don't go and hit the person right next to you. So, okay, next thing would be overtaking. Now, since you understand the concept of lanes, you need to understand how overtaking works. So this is a very bad concept when someone tells you that you can only overtake from the right side. Now it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to overtake from the right side per se. You could actually also overtake from the left side, but it depends. Let's say a car that is on the right lane is going on the right lane at a speed of 60, and the speed limit's 80 on that road. So if you're on the left lane and your lane is empty, you can easily whiz through the left lane at 80 if you want to, without disrupting the way the other car is going at 60. So you can technically cross or overtake from the left hand side, depending on the fact that your car is on the left lane and the left lane is completely empty. Like, it's not always that you have to go to the right and there's a car on the extreme right hand side of the road, and you just want to squeeze between him and the divider just because someone told you that going on the right side is the right way, and that way you don't go on the left side even if the left side is completely empty. So that would be a stupid move to be pulling. So now let's come to lane shifting. What is lane shifting? So lane shifting generally refers to the fact of shifting lanes while driving. How does that work? Let's say I'm behind a car and we both are in the same lane, and I have to go on the left lane. I want to go on the left lane or on the right lane because I want to overtake it for some reason. So what I need to do is indicate which lane I want to go. So if I want to go to the left lane, then I indicate left, and then I turn my car to go into the left lane on the left hand side of the road, that is. Or if I want to go to the right, like I'm doing now, I hit the right indicator, I change my lane and I go straight. Even if you're changing lanes, remember to indicate on the side you're changing lanes too, because that is a smart move and that makes a person understand that what you're gonna do and probably avoid an accident. Don't brake, or don't just change lanes randomly, okay? Just because you want to overtake someone, if you go really fast and then just swoop or go past it, suddenly just change the lanes, drop the gear and turn and go, that doesn't make you smart. That doesn't give you the upper hand. That doesn't make you a better driver. That just endangers the life of you, the person in front of you and the person behind you. If it's an open road and you want to go fast, then indicate when changing lanes and stuff. You have heard about indicating when changing lanes if you have seen my video on how to ride on highways. Like, the rules are pretty much the same, Okay, another thing would be the proper use of mirrors. Now, as I've always seen in all of these countries, like every damn one in this country has an issue with opening their left mirrors. I have no clue why. Like, the mirrors on the left hand side are there for a fucking reason, and exactly for the same reason I just told you, that someone can come overtake you from the left side if there's an empty lane, and if you have your fucking left mirror closed, then you wouldn't fucking know what to do if someone was coming from the left side, and you wouldn't even know that they were coming from the left side, and you might get an urge to go on the left side, and then you could probably just knock them over and get into a fucking accident just because of your fucking stupidity. So don't fucking do that. Open your fucking mirrors. Like, this has been the issue ever since my first video. Like, keep your mirrors open. Do know whatever is beside or behind or in front of you. Be responsible enough to know what is around you when you're driving or riding anything, because you necessarily need to know that, okay? That is something that you need to understand. You need to know about your whereabouts whenever you're driving, especially driving. Riding, okay, you get a perspective, you are in an open space, you know what is beside or behind you. But during driving, you're in an enclosed shell. The only things you have to guide you and let you be aware of your whereabouts or your situation are your mirrors. So keep your left and right, both of your mirrors open. If you don't have a left mirror, then I don't know why the fuck you don't have one, but get one fitted, because someone might come from the left side someday and you might get in a crash, and that's not gonna turn good for you. People here are getting into accidents because they are not properly aware of, they're not properly aware of the rules and stuff, and this is how you can properly drive without endangering others' lives. Like, how would you like it if someone suddenly came and bumped into you, or someone just shifted a lane and you had to go and bump into them and you got hurt, or someone in your family got hurt, or your father got hurt, or your mother got hurt? Like, how would you deal with that? Like, think before you take a stupid decision or before you do something wrong. Like, always understand how you would feel yourself if that happened to you or someone close to you. And to the DMV all over India, I'd like to say that it's time you guys understood that that this is not something funny. Like, a test is a test. It's there to understand the abilities of a person, and the driving test should be an ability to understand the driving ability of a person. So that's pretty much all I had to say about practically driving a car on Indian roads. You need to be aware of your surroundings, and you need to be careful about what you're doing, and you need to be careful about indicating, and you need to be careful about lanes and understand how the lane system works. So if you like the video, and if you thought that this had a message to convey, and if you think that someone else could use the message conveyed in this video, please share it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please stay subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, take care. Bye. This is Greasy Monkey signing out.